Voici la deuxième partie, un air de famille. Faisons de musique plus. You have a very special relationship. Not only you're his big brother, you're his mentor. And
I'm not his big brother. He's my big
That's
brother.
what I was pointing to him, but I was looking at you. You're not only his big brother, his mentor and role model. You know, you have a very... How does it feel to have such an important role in your younger brother's life?
I take it, I take it as, I don't know. I don't want to be too, business oriented about it, or whatever to say. I just try to be a big brother, and try to, if he needs a good beat up once in a while, I can give that to him,
Do you guys like wrestle sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He throws me in the pool all the time. It's freezing cold, too.
But do you understand that one day you'll be as big and as strong?
I doubt that.
You doubt that?
I will. And then I'll pay him back all the things.
Exactly.
He's thrown me in the pool, thrown me in the water.
Exactly.
The ocean.
No, I realize also another thing too is that the business can be very, stressful and hard. Especially, God, I look at myself and, how hard it can be in the schedules and everything. So I just to make sure, that as young as he is, that he has his schooling, my mom or my dad there with him, and I'm gonna always be there for him, to support him and to always, protect him from the bad things that can be in the business.
And there's another side to it. A lot of people, I know I have sisters, and the bond between two brothers or two sisters or family, everybody says they have close relationships, but later on you can kind of drift apart, some move there and there, but you guys have this bond that everybody dreams about having, amongst brothers. How does that feel? You guys do everything together. You ever get tired of each other?
No.
No?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes, but not all the time.
Well, brothers.
Sometimes he's usually in the bed in the morning.
Okay.
He sleeps till 1, 2.
Well,
He's a late sleeper?
Well,
Yeah.
that's not my fault. Well, because we're always, out here on the road, always waking up early, so it's like, when you have time to just sleep, God, I'm in the bed till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes he sleeps all day.
My bad. Yep. But, we do everything together, like you said. I try it. And when I have time off, and also it's kind of hard, too, now that he's gone. Sometimes I'll come back home and he'll be out on the road, or sometimes, he'll come back home and I'll be out on the road, so it's kind of, in a way, we do run into each other all the time, but it's kind of hard too. But I do get to see him a lot more than what I would if...
And how about with your other sisters? How does that you work that out because you have 3 other sisters?
Well, they get along together.
They're all, I don't know, they're all a lot younger than me except my sister BJ.
Okay.
Leslie, she has a jewel kind of sound in her, like Leanne Rimes. She sounds like Leanne Rimes and Jewel. She's
They
like...
sing too.
Yeah.
BJ was the only one that didn't want to be...
BJ was a model. She did modeling when she was a lot younger.
Okay.
But then, I think a lot of the reasons, I was there a lot of the times, and a lot of the pageants we later found out were rigged.
For real?
Seriously. There had been some situations where there was some pageants that were rigged, so she was kind of heartbroken in a way to find that out, so that she stopped, but now she's going to get back into it.
Okay.
One time, me and Nick, Nick was in Spain. Well, I was in Spain, and we hadn't seen each other for a long time. Nick was I was in Spain, and Nick just arrived there.
Okay.
And there was a show called Sorpresa, and there was a surprise. It was like a surprise show, and there was a girl who was she was just from adoption, and she got put up, and she got to meet the Backstreet Boys. She got to meet Nick and Brian and everybody. And after that, I was supposed to be Nick's surprise.
Oh.
And there was this little girl. So you tell us first.
Well, there was these, what happened was they brought me out, and I didn't know nothing about this. You know, they brought me out in the middle of the stage in front of all this audience, and there was there's like 10 little girls, like around my brother's age.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sitting there and they're asking them.
Dressed up in overalls.
They're all dressed up alike. Every single one of them are dressed up alike. And some of them had hair like my little brother. You know, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is cool, you know. So he goes over there and he asks them something in Spanish, and he's like, so do you like the Backstreet Boys? Or do you like Nick? No. Ask them all the way down. No, 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 no. Every 10 one of them. I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know, what is this all about, you know? And my self-esteem's come from here down to here, you know? And little do I know, all of a sudden they start cheering, Aaron, Aaron. And I'm like, oh, that's
You didn't know he was there at all?
That's why, you know, they're screaming a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And there's this big old, like, banana head coming down from the top of the riser, and that's him. And I'm like, whoa.
He didn't know it was me at first. He thought it was someone or other.
But that was set up from a long
He thought it was a fan or something. But he didn't know until I came up and jumped on him. And he was like,
he came down, he performed. So it was really incredible.
You seem to come from a family of artists. How about your parents? Did they have any secret things they did when they were young? Your mom's here. Maybe she sang or stuff and she doesn't want to tell us.
My mom, she did a little singing. She did a lot of acting. She played basketball in high school.
Wow, for real?
Yeah.
Yes, Mom.
She's a good basketball player. She can do front and handspring.
Wow.
In high school. So, my dad used to own a restaurant in Jamestown, New York, which you guys know about anyway. So, I mean, he used to play with a band too when he was a lot
Play
younger.
banjo. Grandpa.
Yeah, he used to play banjo. But my dad used to play in a rock band too, kind of started out like.
So you've always had music in your
But
family.
yeah, and my grandfather on my mom's side is a. Help me out here, Mom.
He's an organist, a pipe organist.
Pipe organist. No,